The BBC Internet commentary team was joined by a new member at Firhill, Alec Watson from Falkirk, who rose to the top of the pile in a competition run by the Royal National Institute for the Blind and the BBC to encourage more people to commentate for the blind at Scottish Games. And the action he had to describe was full and varied in this fifth meeting between the two this season. Early pressure came from the home side. David Lilly, unmarked in the box after 13 minutes, thumped his drive into Lee Mayer. In the rebound, Alec Burns brought out the best from Julian Speroni. Last week, John Lambie described his defence as diabolical when they conceded a goal against Kilmarnock. He might have a few choice expressions to say about this. Great work from Gavin Ray, followed by Steve Lovell's inch-perfect pass. Milne's finish was equally sweet. The second came only 11 minutes later, and it was straight out of the coaching manual. Georgian Mzadzi with the near post corner, Stephen Milne with the flick on, Dave Mackay with the finish. Thistle were nothing if not spirited in their response, and on the half hour were rewarded for their endeavour. Jamie Buchan giving Julian Speroni no chance. Dave Rowson provided the cross, and the finish was sublime. Partick Thistle have had trouble finding the net this season, but yesterday it was not down to lack of effort. They continued to press for the equaliser, Jerry Britton in particular. His cross to Alec Burns looked to be perfect. Unusually for Burns, the finish didn't match up. With seconds remaining of the first period, Jerry Britton again caused some consternation in the Dundee defence, but this time Speroni was glad to see it fly past the post. That boot might have been better off on his foot, but it was a fine effort nonetheless. After the break, Britton, who was back for his first match after suspension, looked to have given the home side the equaliser. But referee Kenny Clark ruled this one offside. For the next 30 minutes, John Lambie's men had the majority of possession as they pushed for something from this match. But Dundee had a solid outfit, and everything the home side did conjure up was met by strong defence and safe handling. The game pretty much ended from a Jags point of view in the 76th minute. Nacho Novo, who came on as a substitute for Mark Birchall, ended all hope of a revival for the home side with his 8th goal of the season. Questions again about Thistle's defence. The Jags lost their shape after that goal, and if it hadn't been for Kenny Arthur, the score could have been embarrassing. Lee Wilkie forced the first stop. But better was to come from Nacho Novo. Fabian Caballero made it a hat-trick for the keeper. Dundee's post-shutdown run continues.
It was an important 3 points for us, and although I don't think we played anywhere near our best, we certainly rode our luck in the first half a little bit, but in the second half I thought we were quite solid without playing great. But fortunately, you know, we've got a little bit of pace on the counter-attack, and we managed to get the victory. You just kind of look into a crystal ball and dig out quality defenders, but the big thing is we've just got to work on it, and working at training and try and get the defence organised a wee bit more than what they have been showing at the present time. But as I say, if you lose goals, no, we don't score a lot of goals, but if you lose goals in this league, you're just punished for it, and it's difficult for it to come back.
No question about that. I'm not going to spare your blushes, Derek. I think Thistle are missing you at the back these days.
Thanks very much. But I think it's not about one guy. I think at the moment we have to get back to the way we were at the start of the season. We're solid as a unit, and everybody as a team. We worked hard as a team. There were spells in the game yesterday and last week against Kilmarnock. I felt that we played ever so well, but we don't score when we're on top in the game. And in the SPL, it's a big difference between the first division and other divisions. As John Lambie says, you do get punished if you don't score when you're on top.
Yeah, so over the piece, there's no doom and gloom at Firhill, but at the same time you've got to start winning matches.
We've got to start winning matches. There's no panic at the moment because there's a few other teams round about that area, and I think everybody would expect Thistle to be there anyway at this stage of the season. Because we've done ever so well to get where we are. But I just feel, you know, we get back to that solid way we were at the start of the season, and you know, we can win a few games. There's not 10 matches left, and we're capable of staying in the league. Yeah,
and you're getting a run out tomorrow night, back to full fitness again.
So last,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck, Derek. Good to see you back. Just a word on Dundee, Gordon, because they're now in the top 6, and although, as Jim said, maybe didn't play very well yesterday, they're looking good.
Very good form just now. I didn't see that game yesterday, but I saw Dundee play on Tuesday night, and I thought they were tremendous value for money. Great football inside. First half, they were only 1-0 up against Hibs, but it could be a lot more. They really did stick to some lovely passing moves together. They've got a lot of quality on their side. As Jim Duffy said, they have a bit of pace as well, which helps them even in the counter-attack. So even when you've got them under pressure, they're still a dangerous team. And I think they'll get the top 6 spot.